Hi, I'm Matt Gallagher, Deputy Editor of What Digital Camera magazine, and I'm here with Eric Viette to talk about the new Sony DSLR cameras. So Eric, let's have a look at the cameras. We've got here, this is the a230, so tell me about this one.
Right, so we have here the two new entry from Sony. We have the a230 that's equipped with the 50f1.8, our new lens that's ideal for portrait. And we also have the a380 that's equipped with the standard lens 18 to 55, also a brand new one. So first of all here, the a230 that I have in my hands, successor of the current alpha 200. First thing that strikes you is the design. We made the design way more, if I may say, Sony-like, simple, very attractive, and also quite easy to get what you're looking for. So, for example, you'll notice all the buttons has been grouped on the right side, so a bit like or a range of CyberShot cameras. There's also been some elements that may look like details, but that are looking quite premium, like the function dial here, or even the shutter button. So it makes it a bit more appealing in terms of design. In terms of performance, the a230 has 10 megapixel. It still has the steady shot inside, so very convenient feature for keeping blur away from your shots, so like telephoto shots or environments where you're into low noise. A bit more compact as well than the current range. We're saving quite a bit on weight as well. So the old models were about at the 530 gram mark. Now we're talking about more like something like 450. So again, very convenient to take with you in the case or the backpack or anything like this. Moving away a bit from the design, a bit more what's inside. So yes, I've talked about the 10 megapixel on the a230. Steady shot inside. There's also connectivities that makes it more convenient to use with the other alpha products. So we have now an HDMI on entry, so an HDMI output to link it to an iDef TV, also equipped with a Photo TV HD. It's also dual slot, so now we're using the proprietary memory sticks from Sony, but also the SD memory cards. Right, so the GUI has greatly been simplified. Now we've introduced some elements of colors into it. So here just on purpose, I've put it on the pink setup. We also have a white on black, a black on white, and also a brown GUI. There's different ones, so this is kind of the simple one, or the user-friendly. This is the comprehensive, for those that start to be very comfortable and want to have everything under their eyes. And we can turn it off or go on the simple one. What I might say simple is simply because on this screen you see the relation in between aperture value and shutter speed. The relation is very clear. So for example, here we have a little man running and a little man standing still, just to relate it to the shutter speed. Once we change that, so if we put in shutter speed priority on the S button on the function dial, and simply change it here, the shutter speed, as I go towards a bit more of a slower shutter speed, I see my F value decreasing, and likewise the other way around. So for example, if I want to take a picture of a subject that moves quite fast, like your kid running chasing a football or something like this, then it might be more convenient to put it on little man running. Same way, if I want to do a bit more of a portrait picture and I want to blur my background, I can just select my aperture priority and put my cursor towards a bit more the blurry background level. And likewise, if I want to get a bit more of a bit more depth of field, then I can just go on a smaller F value or greater F value. if we step up to the a380, we're now moving into a quite similar but slightly different design. So here you'll notice there's a dual tone. So now we are black and some elements of dark gray. So still not too edgy, but still quite interesting in terms of color combination. In terms of specs, the specs are very similar to the a230. The difference are that we're going up by 4 megapixels, so a total of 14 megapixel in the body. We also have the Quick AF Live View, which is a live view function from Sony that it's exclusive from Sony and keeps always your subject into focus. And this is combined, once you combine it with the tilting screen, which is also not on the a230, makes it quite convenient to take pictures from an awkward shot, let's say from below here, or if I want to go from above the crowd or anything like this. We also have on the a380 a telephoto kind of function. You can enhance right away your framing by 1.4 by 2 times just by pressing this button. I've talked about the new standard lens. So now we have an 18-55 with what we call an SAM, so smooth autofocus motor. So the internal, the autofocus actually operated into the lens. To complement this lens into our double kits, we're going to get a 55-200 SM, also new lens. So same concept. So with the internal autofocus engine, but a bit more telephoto. So if you want to take pictures of your little birds or sport photography and things like that, when you have a barrier, when you take to the zoo, for example. And third, I've mentioned it earlier, we have the 50f1.8. So a fixed focal length. So you cannot zoom with this lens, but you can take some brilliant shots of family portraits, or weddings, or even the dogs if you want. And you will get this proper kind of blur in the back, simply because you have quite you can go to quite a high aperture value, so all the way up to 1.8. And check out the price; it's quite affordable as well, so within reach for everyone.
That's great, thanks very much. There's
all right, you're welcome.
Great looking cameras there, and we really look forward to seeing them on sale. Is it next month they go on sale?
Starting sales mid-June for the a230 and beginning of July for the a380.
Excellent, thanks very much.